welcome. All right, we're going to do Venus and Capricorn. Goes until, I think, February. End of February, mid-February. I gotta look it up. It's the first thing I should have looked up. Alright. Venus, if you will, please tell me how I need it to do. Oh, Venus. I should do the overhead. Good morning. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's just start with this real quick. I also want to look up, I want to do it by, let me look it up on my phone because, good morning, I actually want to do it by, like, the deacons. So, February 23rd through February 16th. So, oh, shit. Okay. So if I take the 23rd, it's only a 3-week period. So basically we'd be going into the third decan, well, second decan. But I already read on the first week of February. So I guess we'll do February 1st through the 16th. So it's really the third decan. It wants the, it's like going in, going in order of like deacon. So, but I should have started this months. Oh, I almost said months ago. Interesting. All right. So, which would, because Venus was in Taurus, so we do. So basically, if there was 8 weeks, right, or let's just say 10 weeks, we would break it down. We would break it down like every 2.5 weeks would be one decan, right? So, and then the second decan, third, and you'd get through the decans. I just want to compare okay, so we kind of know, I want to compare what this has to say versus my book when it comes to, oh, thanks, sweetie, when it comes to focus, when it comes to this particular transit. So let's get to the book first. Venus and Capricorn. Careful, cautious about love, anything else. Cold, calculated because you believe it's just easy to fall in love with somebody because you don't believe, okay? So like, or it's like how things dictate, you know, you could be cold and calculus, or it's just as easy to fall in love with somebody rich as somebody as poor. In fact, you probably said that Venus in Capricorn, especially if you have Venus in Capricorn. However, it is far from telling the whole story. When in love, you are loyal, faithful, and dependable. If you don't marry rich, you work to give mate security, and this includes material comforts. You may demonstrate and be flowery, but you say what you mean. This has to do with your emotional life and your sexuality. You have earthly possessions, but you separate them from your mental attitude. You can be sexually involved or detached at the same time. Venus is a position that indicates personality that is jealous, possessive, and fearless of rejection, and fearful of rejection. Once snubbed, Venus in Capricorn's reaction is coldness. And I absolutely can agree with that. I didn't read this one yet, I just pulled it up, but I absolutely can agree with that because I already read the first transit of the first week of February. And I could see like the walking away, this and that, and arguments and breakups, and it's the transit. And a lot of people don't want to believe, especially if you're that person like, I'm just done, yada yada yada. But you've said that, plenty of times before. This is the transit where it's like, no, like I'm done. It's a whole different level of I'm done. Is the respect there? Is the reciprocity there? It's stuff like that. So I think that's why there's a lot of karmic things coming into play here, because out of all the times like, oh, I'm going to leave, I'm going to do this, I want to do this, you know what I mean? It's shit like that. Okay. So let's see. Let me just stir my coffee. Let's see. Venus and Capricorn, people try to win your heart over displaying self-control, presence of the mind, responsible behavior. These lovers want you to know that they're goal-oriented, witty and savvy, and controlled. Nobody can get the best of them. It's that stubbornness too. They want to see they want to just see how it is when they compete, like no other measure. Predictability in a relationship. They are cautious in love. Venus and Capricorn, men and women protect the aura completely. And loner-like behavior can be controlling, can be attractive. You don't go goo-goo for love. Or at least you don't expect much. People are attracted to more serious, goal-oriented lovers. They're a little shy in matters of the heart. They don't want you to know it. If you like knowing where a relationship is heading, you'd be mighty pleased with Venus and Capricorn, because these people plan ahead in love, and like Venus and Pisces, they'll let you know exactly what they want in a relationship and where it needs to go. Pleasing Venus and Capricorn involves showing them the practical and realistic. And they want to impress things, and they like to say for a rainy day type attitude. Be aware on what they want to show off exactly. Because this is more like you like your job, you invest wisely, you give security, marriage and family are important. So this is why there's a lot of things falling apart, not necessarily coming together. Some things are probably going to come together, but it's more falling apart because it's being get Lucy. It's being more practical. Like it says, it's not like, oh, goo goo for gaga type energy. So I think this is where people kind of underestimate your thoughts, what you want, how to settle down. This is like, say you've been together for 10 years and then it's all of a sudden it's like, all right, it's time to get married. It's time to take this a step further, yada, yada, yada. Right? It's energy like that. So we can basically read on the last deacon. And I think that's why I'm so serious when it comes to like, I have a moon in Capricorn, and it's tricky, right? Because if you want that security emotionally, you want that emotional security. Even though Capricorn does rule, security, finances, a lot of different stuff. There's also other houses at play, but it's the moon rules emotions, right? So for me, emotional security is huge, and because of other placements, and my Venus just happens to be in Taurus too. So when it comes to like certain things, it's not a control thing. It's just certain needs need to be met or felt before things can like move forward on my end for certain things. It's why I like to stabilize things. It's like, it's hard for me to flow, but I can flow at the same time as long as we can get on the same page with certain stuff, right? So a lot of you guys might be bumping heads with people around this time, and not even in regards to love. It could just be in regards to finances, right? Because we also have Venus at play here too. Not Venus, Saturn, and Neptune. Oh, I just threw that's what I wanted to do on the iPad. I wanted to look it up a certain way. So we're dealing with a Mars perplexity too. Let me see if I can look it up on my phone. I want a certain date. Ruled by the planet Saturn. I know that. You think like a boss. Saturn, make sure you're doing the best work. Sticking to your task. Structure, limits authority. Achieving goals, pursuing things that are concrete. Yeah, see, and now you're throwing in Venus. So when it comes to karma, when it comes to lessons, it's, feeling responsible enough to carry financial burdens, being responsible for those you love. So it's like heavy energy. Say somebody doesn't feel like they have enough money or that security, like they'll probably push away from a relationship. There's certain stuff like that. Which doesn't, I'm not saying which makes it okay. It's just they might have something in their chart where it's heavier than yours, and you don't look at security as somebody else looks at security. Your security might be emotional. Their security is financial, So it's it's energy like that people are up against. It's like ghosting, like boss, like I'm in charge. It's things like that aren't gonna go too far with anybody, to be quite honest with you, because not too many people are looking for that. And for me, that's where I would probably shut down and get real fucking cold. And it's like, I don't even have to explain to you, like, I'm done and this is why I'm done. It's that fucking simple. I'll get straight to the fucking point. We either agree or we don't agree. We go our own way, amicably. You know what I mean? That's why I find it very difficult to have Capricorn in my moon. it takes a really strong, vulnerable, independent person to meet my needs. It's not the easiest, that's for sure. We don't know everybody else's chart either. You know what I mean? So your love language could be different than their love language, things like that. The only time you can see eye to eye is probably certain transits, and then there's other things, transits where you're not going to agree at all. I think today, just realizing in my head right now how like important astrology is, and it's like not realizing it, guys. Like I've always known it, you know. But a lot of people just like, oh, Mercury, or you know what I mean, or it's a full moon. It's way more than that. Like I don't even need to pull cards to know what type of energy. That's why people are psychics. That's why there's mediumship. Like, and you know, want to know what's crazy? I figured that out at a very young age when I was watching, what was Sylvia Brown on like Maury? It was something like that, where it intrigued me that she knew the answers. But I also look back, and it's very easy for a psychic or a medium to even say you're a psychic and a medium if you're not. Anybody can do this job. Anybody. All you'd have to do is look up the transits. And if you know a little about their birth chart, even better. You know what I mean? You can give them more insight. So I think that's why a lot of people Montel. Yeah, that's probably what it was, Montel. And that's why a lot of people can get, you know, they want to say snubbed, but that doesn't really make any sense. Why I'm thinking to myself why it's like so taboo, because it doesn't take a psychic to predict what's actually going on in someone's life. If you want to dig deeper, obviously it's important to know their chart, but at some ratio, people are going to be vibing with the transit, especially if you're in alignment. And just because you're not feeling comfortable, it doesn't feel right, doesn't mean you're not in alignment. It probably very much means you're in alignment. It's how you push through it. You know? That's why I do feel like certain religions that don't believe in astrology blows my mind. I think Islam is one of them, which is crazy because like from the beginning, like very beginning of time, even with Jesus and Christianity and, you know, pagan beliefs, and, you know, it's the stories are told around transits. So it kind of blows my mind. It's about, you ask me, Shannon, it's about control. They don't want you to believe, you know what I mean? Like, because they want their Bible, their Quran, you know, to be correct. It's control. You know what I mean? Go against the grain. That's really what it boils down to, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. Somebody just had to go against the grain there, you know, which really blows my mind because they're in the homeland of the roots, their roots. So it's got to be even more frustrating for the gods, the galaxies, you know, like it's like, really, out of all fucking people. But it boils down to control. Hold on. Alright. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out how I should go about reading this last, I want to say the last of the transit, but the last of the deacon. You got me searching for a heart of gold, or you got me searching for a pot of gold. What song is that? Got me searching for a heart of gold. So I don't think it's like wallowing. I think it's just, you know, Capricorn and Venus is a tough transit, and it brings a heart of gold. Yeah, it brings a lot of different energies forward for a lot of people. So, all right. Again, I'm trying to figure out how I want to read this. Yeah, let's go. I'm still in my head trying to figure out how to read this. But it keeps having me repeat the same thing. So I think this is about probably practicality. I'd say I want to read like the 6th through I want to say the 16th, but it's saying the 18th, and it closes out on the 16th. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know how quickly the other one transits in. I mean, it's simultaneous, but like, you don't just pop into that energy unless there's a heavy transit that follows suit. Typically it's like subtle. But I'm not feeling like it's going to be subtle. But I keep hearing, you got me searching for a pot of gold. And it's heart of gold. So I don't, this might have something to do with materialism, finances. I feel like I'm stumped, but that has something to do with Capricorn. All right, give me a second to figure this out. I want to say, like, in general, you should be focused on, the obvious, yourself, the main things, your goals, priorities, work, This is why tarot is tricky, guys, because you really don't even need the cards. It can help, especially if you're going through a heavy transit, but at the end of the day, you should really know what's best for you and where your energy should go. And if you're upset and you're dwelling on something or you're stuck, I mean, that's the stuff you're really supposed to be working on and pursuing instead of just pushing aside. So It's your own bad habits that are stopping your future. In all reality, it really is that simple. So I guess we'll see, what the cards just want to say, and I guess go from there. Because it's even making me kind of double guess, like, what I want to do moving forward with tarot. Because, guys, it's just like, I don't know. I think it has a lot to do with, like, growth and expansion and evolution and the ascension. Because I really have to get on top of taking this industry down in a humble, honest, authentic way, which again I think has a lot to do with the other channel. But I love tarot, so I feel like, in time I'll just be guided to maybe read differently or look at something differently. Because if you think about it, the last 6 weeks, 8 weeks, even my reads are different. But something feels solid today, so that the energy is definitely shifted for me. But in a way, like, I can't really understand yet, because it's happening as I'm talking and about things, if that makes sense. So I don't see myself ending tarot at all. It's more about breaking it down and utilizing it. I think I'm going to start breaking it down, possibly even in regards to planets and how to push through possibly even that planet. That doesn't make sense. I'll figure it out. I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Like, I'll figure it out as time goes on. And I'm not trying to take tarot away from, like, anybody or certain readers, but I even hear like readers, it is about your higher self, and it is about this, and or if you're stuck, how do you push through it? And it's, this industry just gotta go. This doesn't have to go, it has to be restructured. And I keep telling myself too the same thing, like, why haven't I gone on the other channel? I think I'm just waiting for a transit, or like a go ahead, or when the energy feels strong enough to, like, pursue it and stick with it. It probably has a lot to do with this Venus in Capricorn, but I didn't feel this way 2 days ago, So I'm curious to know. I'd have to look at my chart, but what transit is affecting me? It could just be that the full moon had something to do with it too, but it could just be the combination as well of my moon being in Capricorn, and always knowing what kind of, like, I needed without having to, like, I shouldn't have to break down to somebody what emotional security is, or like what a friendship is. You know what I mean? Coming out of the Aquarius energy that rules friendships and relationships. And yeah, I keep, like, gabbing as if something needs to be said. But I'll figure it out. It will come to me. You got me searching for a pot of gold. I don't know why it's a pot of gold materialism. I can't tell if it's, like, in a bad way. If it's, like, maybe you're trying to figure out things, like, I just heard, like, a quick fix. That would be somebody searching for a quick fix. It's not going to work that way. But your pot of gold could be happiness and abundance and security. It doesn't have to be financial as, at the end of the rainbow, there's this leprechaun in a pot of gold. So there must be a transit right now, like as we speak, within the last 24 hours or within the next 24, where something's weaving in and out, because like that's when my brain's pulling me in and out. Hold on, I just want to see. It's not really making a big difference. All right, you got me searching for a pot of gold. Yeah, I don't know, guys. And I almost wanted to lay them out like that too, and I don't have a shuffle like that, so I don't ever lay cards out like that. Got the Hierophant, but this is like hold up, wait. Ace of Coin. This could be hold up, wait, or it could be a green light. I don't know how to interpret this Hierophant yet. His hands up, like as if you've been blessed, or but it's next to the Ace of Coin. You got me searching for, I keep like same thing, got me searching for a pot of gold, like. But I also feel like this can be like, what do you call it, a rat race? What's a rat race? Isn't that like, wasn't that a show where like you'd race to go to different places and clues, and one clue would lead you to another clue, and then whoever's team figured it out first? Is that what a rat race is? Does anybody know? Competitive, amazing race? Do they do that? What the fuck is a rat race then? What is a rat race? A way of life which people are caught up in competitive struggle for wealth or power. So that pot of gold is not realistic. But this energy, people are probably thinking they're being practical and realistic about something, but it's not. There's got to be some type of an illusion there. The pleasant life of people who have jobs that require them to work very hard and to compete with others for money, power, and status. She's quitting the rat race to spend time with her family. He or she wants to get out of the rat race. It's the way of life of people living and working in large cities, people competing in an aggressive manner with each other in order to be more successful, earn more money, etc. Very easy to get caught up in a rat race. So this is somebody kind of searching for an easy fix or a pot of gold, and it's very unrealistic, and there's a lesson here. But here's the thing, like, or this is you and you got the green light and it's saying, get the fuck out of the rat race while you're ahead. But the fact that I said something about a rat race is telling me, I know it means both. Being objective. You got me searching for a pot of gold. So it's telling me you should be, inquisiting about the hat of gold, like not the pot of gold. This is more focused on the rat race. I feel like you're kind of being tested with this Hierophant. Like, all right, you have the green light. Where are you going to go with this? The 6th through the 18th. Because if your hat's not in it, when it's gonna, and here's the tricky part, it's gonna be hard for your hat to be in it, because this transit is not about the hat. It's more about rationality. It's more about practicality, realism, especially when it comes to security. So in a way, it's ironic because we were talking about, I just heard actually something about an irony, but like the irony is, like, we were just talking about emotional security, but this energy we're in with Venus too, it's all aspects, but this is where you kind of get challenged because it's pursuing something within your soul. It's not about pursuing the pot of gold. So you can pursue the pot of gold, but the way you're going to get that pot of gold would be through your soul. It wouldn't be by budgeting. It wouldn't be by like getting an extra job, paying for something so you feel more secure. Like, that's not what this is. And I think there's going to be a lot of people stuck in that particular energy, because this is more like, get the fuck out of the rat race. Because it's not just you in this transit. This is affecting the entire country, if you think about it. You know what I mean? It's not just this channel, this collective read. It's not like that. So you can acquire it. It's just a matter of how you go after it. Got the 5 of Wands, Queen of Cups. But if you look at this 5 of Wands, it's like you got the dragon, and it's like, nope, you're not getting up. So there could be some type of fall from grace here, or it's just there's energy that's kind of like, I'm getting furious, and I don't typically get furious from the 5 of Wands. And then you have the Queen of Cups, which talks about that soul, like a soul union, not a soul union, but like an earning, a yearning. It's like knocking out the competitors, but through your soul. It's exactly what I just said. So if you're going to knock out the competitors, it has to be done a certain way. That's how you're going to find your security within this transit. And I feel like we should have talked about this weeks ago or months ago, and I keep getting that same vibe, but it's too late. Like, it clearly even took me to get to this transit to read this. I don't think it's a late start. I think it has a lot to do with the transits. I'm hearing judgment. Is a judgment, and judgment's not out. Is a judgment upon you, judgment upon, I don't know. Spirit making a judgment call here. This could also be drama, but it's like squashing it. And the Queen of Cups is not cold. This is the doctors. Hold on. Hello. Hi. Yeah. Thank you. You too. Bye-bye. They have to switch a certain medicine up for me. And I wasn't going to say anything, but that could be a pill. That can be a doctor. This could be speaking of a heart. But right now I wouldn't know how to follow through with that message for you. Because I really didn't even feel the need to. I wasn't even getting health vibes. But I'm weary switching out medicines like that. Like addictive, being addicted. That type of addiction-wise. But I should be fine. But like, what if a medicine like was to like sedate you? See, I'm putting myself here for you guys that are on certain medications too, because I feel like or maybe somebody feels like you're not yourself, but you are. So I need to put health into this, and I don't quite see it yet. Because if you think about it, you do get immunity. You do get, never mind addiction, like your body gets immune. And I was saying that with like the tramadol and the Flexerol, like I was saying, like it takes longer to kick in, yada, 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 because your body gets immune. So like if the doctor says, well then take it around the clock or whatever, so I don't know what's going on there. It's not a message for me, but like, take it an hour sooner than you would before feeling what you're feeling. Well, yeah, see there's health here. I just don't know how to add it in yet. But I'm also getting that vibe like, oh, you're not who you are, because you're like somebody could use like, oh, that medicine's not working for you. Or your doctor's telling you like, let's do medicine. and your soul's telling you not to. Remember that whole therapist conversation came in last week? So be careful here, because I didn't even pick up on a health thing. Like it nothing even like clicked like that. And I wasn't even going to say anything in particular, really, to be honest with you, because it's not even it's my personal fucking business. So there's definitely something going on here. And if somebody's writing you a script, I'd be, does it affect your liver? Does it affect your kidney? Does it affect your heart? Like, is this a blood pressure medicine? What type of medicine is this? Because there's alternative routes. Is it for anxiety? If it's from anxiety, like, I wouldn't suggest taking an everyday thing, but shit, my sister's been doing that for fucking 20 fucking years. If she doesn't take a fucking medicine, she's like, but like, that's not beneficial at that, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, how is she ever how is her perspective going to change unless something hits hard emotionally, or, what am I, Klonopins? What are those? Like, what are the other things, like what are the things like benzos? What are the things where you stop an addiction and they give you something? And I know, like, you feel like you need them, but like, if this is telling me you don't, again, talk to your own doctor and your own physician, right? Because this is like listening to your body, like, because I feel like, when I just know from like experience with certain friends that had addiction issues, and I think they're called benzos or something, but like, it was the worst thing he could have like done. It just made the situation worse. But I know doctors like to prescribe those. So there's something going on here. But let's get back to the pot of gold, and then I'll that candle just got really dark, and a flame just flickered up. And it's now dripping like crazy on the other side. That's why. Huh. But it's like black. It's like black tar. Yeah, see, there's an addiction. There's something here. This candle is telling me, like, it's not right. Look at even the drip. That looks like tar. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but there's something about this that it's like, and now it's connecting and just building. Something about it that I'm not super crazy about. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even snuff that because I don't even know where the wick is. Yeah, like that just feels like, I don't know. It could be black magic, voodoo. But something would tell me something's messy, and we were just talking about benzos and something. Like, I'm telling you, like, maybe somebody wants you to be addicted to something. Maybe, like, they're trying to get you addicted to something. It could be as simple as food, anything you ingest. What did it? Ingest. Please be wary. I think somebody wants to come in out of like even like jealousy. To knock out the competitors. I'm not super keen on this energy. Nine of Wands. Could be something with the crescent moon. Six of Cups. I do feel like there's something with voodoo here. Ten of Cups. What's number 9 in the major arcana? This is that deck where I can't even figure it out by looking at it. What's the numbers called? Wow, I can't even think of it. Like, that's like common sense in my brain. Numerical. Jesus. Wow. And go Roman numeral. Maybe that's what it was. A numeral. Jesus, I don't even know. Roman numeral numbers for major arcana. That is strange. Justice. Jesus, that doesn't even... Oh, yeah, the scales are right there. I didn't even see them. Okay, so there's that. But it's like sketched in the stone. And this 9 of Wands... It's like fire-breathing dragon. I'm getting something with fire. And then this 6 of Cups, it's holding a skull. It's like, remember when? Like... all dressed in black, black, black. With silver buttons, all down her back, back. This navy black, black. Remember when what? Like, remember when before the Matrix kicked in? Like, remember there's something with childhood here. I mean, it could have something currently with your own children, but I don't think so. I think it's in regards to your childhood. Like, what did you want to be when you grew up? Like, what always stuck? Or what did you want to be, but what did your gut always tell you? Like, I always wanted to be an oceanographer or a zoologist, but my gut always told me I was going to be a teacher. And in a way, I do teach. So think back to like when you were a kid, what you wanted to be. Because I didn't really want to be a teacher, but my gut always told me teacher. And before that, I actually wanted to be a nun. So I chose to have children and start a family. So now that I've done that, maybe now is, your time or my time where the dynamics shift. I don't even see a card here in regard to your future, but it does have something to do with childhood. I don't think it's like children on the playground, like Miss Mary, back, all dressed in black, back. Remember I used to do that? The silver buttons. Because I'm even getting like playground vibes with the 10 of Cups. What else? The 6th through the 18th. 8 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Fool. Strength. Got the Moon at the bottom of the deck. And then you have the World. What is one more night? One more night. It's an odd message to come through. Eight of Cups, the Fool, Strength, the World. This is definitely starting something new, putting energy into something. What you're walking away from, I don't know. Could it be a new start? The Fool is here. And I typically haven't read like this in a while, but Ace of Pens, 6 of Cups, the Fool. And again, there's something with childhood. So you might be starting, or there could be some type of reminiscing. I wouldn't put somebody into this equation. This is really something. It has to do with you. Maybe how far you come. This might be going against the grain. 5 of Wands, family, or just contentment with the 10 of Cups, and then strength. Having that strength, being who you are, doing what's best for you with justice, completing a cycle, starting new. The vibration of this is beautiful. It's the highest vibration you can feel. So this is supposed to be a new start, but a fun new start, an exciting new start, not like a low vibration start with this Ace and this Fool. You should be feeling a high vibe with whatever energy you're dealing with before you start something. Don't start something in a low vibe. It seems to me that you need to walk away from a situation, a person, place, a thing. Or it could be saying you need to take yourself out of the rat race. It's pulling me back to health. You might have a family member that has a mental health disorder, and I don't even see air here. But or you're dealing with somebody who has a mental disorder, and it's you might need to separate yourself from this energy, or somebody might have an addiction, went back to an addiction, I don't know, and you need to separate yourself from that as well. You need to fight for what it is that seems right and fair and logical for you, what your soul wants, yearns for. So you're getting out of a heavy energy here because you have the Knight of Wands here. It's like, but you got to get up and fight, especially with the Hierophant there. And then you have the Eight of Cups here. Like, don't settle for your Eight of Cups. You want 10 of Cups, which is here. But the Two of Cups isn't here. So your person, place, or thing is not quite in this read yet. You have to get more in tune with your soul. Somebody was doing voodoo. Somebody was doing mirror magic, like just stupid shit they shouldn't have been doing. Masturbation magic. It's not like high vibing magic like this. You know what I mean? And I do feel like whoever was doing this, something's going to be taken for them. Those who do know how to work with, magic, dark magic. That gift is going to be taken from you, because you do have the gift of dark magic. Everybody comes in with, good magic, dark magic. But if you're not utilizing that dark magic to help humanity, and you're doing it to go against the grain or against people because you're angry or pissy or jealous, like, you're fucked. It's being taken from you. You were meant to utilize it in a different way to help humanity. So there's a lot of people who are doing stupid shit, and it actually, works. They have that capability of doing it. It's going to be taken from a lot of people too. Somebody could have figured this out at a young age. They can curse somebody and it happens. Someone's been taking advantage of it for a long time. It could even be like a family curse. And you were meant to break it and you didn't. So, I keep looking at the candle. Like, somebody was lighting candles and wanting your business to fail, wanting your soul to turn black. Somebody was definitely doing candle magic. Writing things down, burning it. Or chanting. That candle just shook. Chanting. Yeah, somebody was definitely doing candle magic. And it could be out of jealousy, so that's going to get squashed. I feel like that message came in a couple months ago, but it hasn't caught up now. So now it's catching up, and somebody's going to realize it's not working. So this energy might attempt to come back around again and belittle you, or just, come at you. Oh, yeah, look at the devil. I didn't even realize it was at the bottom of the deck there. Yeah, see, there's an energy that's going to come back around. It's not like showing you their true colors. You probably already know this person is just an awful fucking rotten being anyway, but like, they might come around and try again because they notice it's not working. But if that's the case, Spirit wanted them to notice it wasn't working. Like, you had some type of power, a capability, but it's now going to be taken from you. And you didn't break the curse either. So that means if you have children, you know, your children are going to have a tough life. Because it was the current generation, in the sense of like your 30s, your 40s. You know, it was that generation that was supposed to break the curse. Because you had those abilities. And you didn't. And to me, it was a family curse. People in your family had this ability. And now, unfortunately, your children are going to have a rough fucking life. Because somebody didn't break conditioning and somebody is still fucking around. So there's going to be some consequences here when it comes to family members and children. It's very clear. Unfortunately, because it sucks. I don't want to bring children into this equation, but you know, this is what conditioning is. You know, this is more than conditioning. This is somebody who is doing Google magic of voodoo. And for some of you, this group of collective, they actually knew what they were doing. Like they were actually good at it, but they used it towards certain individuals, or they used it to their benefit to control versus using it towards humanity. So somebody had more of a capability than they really were aware of, but they might start realizing it. But now that they're realizing it, this is where spirit's going to take it away. You know? And you, like I said, you didn't break conditioning 30, 40, 50s. You were the generation that was supposed to break it. And you didn't. And now your children are going to pay the consequences. They could run away. They could disappear. I mean, you name it. Just be done with the family. They get to a certain age, bye. They could take off at 16, never look back. And it's because you misused your magic. It could have something to do with a teenager. I'm not quite sure, but oh, my mom's leaving. She has a doctor's appointment. I had no idea. I'm gonna go check in with her. But yeah, the devil's right there. Hold on, guys. Okay. I didn't even know she had a doctor's appointment. She's going to just see the regular PA to see if it can help with a cough. And my dad threw his back out snow blowing. I'm just like, what the fuck? All right, let's tap out of the black magic because you're getting what comes to you. Again, others, I don't know, health could be a diagnosis for childhood. Could be working on it. But on another level, you really got to do what's best for you here, because there is very competitive energy, and it's somebody, again, that kind of wants to take you down. It's almost like I can't escape the magic, as if they're still trying to attempt it. I don't think you need to do anything and reverse it, but definitely talk to your spirit guides and ask them to protect your energy a little bit more during this transit. And there's other things you can do as well. What goes around comes around. So you could just be like, your energy just shifts, you're leveling up, and it takes other energies down. And it's karmic. It has to do with Akashic records and how you treat people, and you know what I mean? So what's meant to go down will definitely go down. I do feel like this squashes something, though, because it's like now you can be like yourself, like it's like doing the right thing. There could be a jealous family member, but like at the end of the day, you're doing what's best for you, right? And you're closing a chapter so you can start a new chapter. Just looking at the Ace of Coin and the Page of Coin, someone is definitely going to owe money with taxes that they thought they were going to get away with. That's a side note for somebody. Okay, so even with the Fool here, with all the money here and the money here with the World, someone's going to lose a good chunk of money because of past actions. They should have walked away when, you know, it was an opportune time, and they didn't. So Spirit's also going to stop playing take away finances, give to the rich, give to the poor, take from the rich, give to the poor type of vibe. So this could have something to do with past life. What's this Hierophant? I mean, this could be a relationship ending, but it seems like more than that. Yeah, you got the Lovers. There could have been a lot of people involved, or it was just somebody at one point you were involved with, and there is a lesson. But see, 8 of Cups reversed. See, this is an energy which is in the same lane, that wants to come back around, though. I'd be careful, because it means it's like someone's just coming back around out of jealousy. This person really doesn't have any love for you. I'd like to say it's probably more lust than love, but I don't see lust here. But the Devil was at the bottom of the deck. What's this Queen of Cups? I'm assuming you're the Queen of Cups, but I could be wrong. You could be coming in as strength. Page of Peppermills, which is right here anyway. Just like the Page of Pence. It's not the Page of Pence. Sorry, it's Wands. So it is kind of like a message coming towards you. So somebody could be projecting something your way. But it's, you ask me, it's because of like drama or competition. But typically, the Page of Wands is a happy-go-lucky message, but you got the Wheel of Fortune, so yeah, it's definitely something karmic here. With the Strength in the same row. I keep noticing it just happens to be in the same row, so it probably does want to be read this way, and I haven't done that in a while. Versus, it doesn't even matter. What's this Ace of Pentacles, please? So whatever's karmic is being taken out by you as spirit. You got the Nine of Swords, which is kind of stressing somebody out, this new start. I don't think it's you. I think it's an external energy. Somebody could be getting frustrated because it's not working. Their control tactics aren't working. Their immaturity is not working. Their jealousy is not working. Their voodoo magic, Google magic is not working. Like I said, like people who have been doing that are gonna start noticing that the tables have turned. If this is you, this new start could be stressing you out a little bit, but it's gonna knock out your competitors. So I wouldn't worry about it. Speak from your soul, speak with excitement, be authentic. But in all reality, you do have the Lovers here, so it's probably more about a person or a decision that needs to be made. What is this Six of Cups? It is the Queen of Wands. Didn't I mention her earlier? But I'm like, she's not here. Oh, that was Lust. So it has something to do with somebody or something from your past. And now for the Queen of Wands. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. And then you got the Ace of Swords, some type of communication and truth. You could be seeing the truth of something. This could be your clarity. You might realize, you know what, they never had my back. This could be a lesson in regards to family. Your family wants you with somebody else, but, you know, your soul and your heart is telling you to go elsewhere. And the family is kind of like giving you shit, talking shit, adding extra drama to your fucking plate. It's like Judgment, but again, Judgment's not out here, ironically enough. But you got Justice. This is all about you being challenged. Are you going to do what's best for you? Tell me about Justice. Because there's a family member or family members that don't want you to go in a certain direction. And now you got the Seven of Pentacles. Like, yeah, where are you going to invest? You're going to invest in something that's not going so great? What's this Ten of Cups? Or are you going to invest, or are you going to wrap up a chapter and invest the way your soul is telling you you should be investing? You got the Three of Cups. Yeah, too many people, too many hands in the pudding, too many people in the fucking kitchen. Everybody's got a fucking opinion. With the Six of Cups here. Everybody from your past, family, everyone's got a fucking opinion. You know. You do have a woman here that's extremely jealous. And probably of another woman. I don't know why, but they are. But it's their karma. Karma's catching up to them. For past actions. This is Eight of Cups. To me, it's this Page doing what's best, walking away from what's best. You got the King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So you could be walking away from that energy of the King of Swords and you're more in your earth energy, but to me, this is being smart, intelligent, logical. This person could be doing their research. You got 2 8s. To me, this person would rather work on something than to walk away from something. But again, you could be dealing with somebody who's all about, you got the Magician here, all about just money, money, money. And this is why you're no longer with somebody. Like someone walked away thinking the grass was greener on the other side. Karma's going to catch up to this energy. There's karma catching up to a lot of people here. This is why there's endings and final chapters, and it's making practical decisions when it comes to Venus, when it comes to love, when it comes to finances. You know, you're going to start like really realizing. And again, Spirit could be playing takeaway. What's this Fool? To me, this is probably a new start, and it's strength, having the strength to proceed, having the strength to leave what's toxic behind, not taking it along for the ride. With strength is the Empress. All right, so it's kind of like sitting pretty, taking care of yourself, you know, prioritizing what priorities are for you. And because you got the World right here. You got the Knight of Swords coming in to have some type of conversation, or it's some type of message coming towards you. You got the High Priestess. So this person, or you, it's needing to like use your intuition here, because you got the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck, as if this energy is trying to block. So you could have an Empress. They could be a Leo or a Taurus. Doesn't really matter. Aquarius, Leo again. Okay, so I'm saying it doesn't matter, but it might. You have the King of Swords, Aquarius, Cancer, Taurus. Someone's got strong Taurus, strong Aquarius, Leo. It is something within their chart. It could be, the 4th house. This could have to do with the 10th house. Hello? Oh, dear Lord. Did you just sign into your classes this morning? I just got another phone call saying you're not in the building. Can you please take care of it and go to those teachers and have them situate it, please? About to call the fucking principal. That does nothing. Here we go again. Okay, so, yep, there's something with children or maybe teenagers. Okay, or authority figures not doing what's best. So there's probably a control thing here. But that control is being taken away. And it looks like it's being taken away karmically too. So like it's not happy-go-lucky karma that's catching up to somebody. It's just life catching up to people, Let's see what this Wheel of Fortune is here with this 5 of Wands, because this is either competition, drama, jealousy, but Spirit's playing a role here too. Yeah, something's about to be transformed. So that's good. I don't really think it's conflict, but see, there is something, Castle, there is something here with materialism. Someone playing mute, but going to open the door. Yeah, karmic, abandoning. So it's like someone's leaving a karmic situation to start something new, kind of hoping you're going to understand. I don't know. It could be a day late, dollar short. What's this? 10 of Cups. to me, this is, either friends or family, somebody you're dating. Didn't go so great. Yeah, it was something about a commitment. I don't, somebody, they could have already been in a commitment, because this commitment to me is, karmic. There's nothing about it that raises your vibration. There's something very fucking karmic here. You might commit yourself to something and vibe higher, and again leave the karmic behind, because I feel like in a sense that this could possibly be you getting something in return, like good karma. No, narcissistic, being charmed, girl with a snake. No, so it's somebody again who's kind of jealous of you or this other person, and it is a family member or an ex-wife, ex-husband, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, a mother, a father, a sibling, a stepsister, anybody, a best friend that you consider family, like this is drama. This is somebody that is trying their hardest to stay in a commitment. So like a marriage, but there's somebody else with the 3 of Cups. But it's like, fuck it, I'll stay because I'm getting what I want. You know what I mean? It's that energy. Not good. They could be using the children, but we have kids, but you know what I mean? So there is a strong lesson here for somebody to be honest and authentic and transform something with somebody else, and to tell this family member to go kick rocks because they don't have your best interest. And I feel like there's probably an energy here that doesn't want to end something or be honest with somebody. Like there's too much fear or worry in regards to something that's extremely unhealthy. So just remember, in regards to my spirituals, you're going places, you're doing things, you're closing doors with or without somebody, because this is all kind of like what's going down behind the scene. And it's, you might not even know this is happening, or you do know it's happening and you still don't give a fuck because somebody's not telling you what's even happening. This is not somebody leaving somebody to be with you. If that was the case, they'd be talking to you. This is somebody leaving a situation because something didn't work out, and it could have had something to do with you, or it could have something to do with money or friends. It's between two people, and it's cycle after cycle after cycle with the world being here, just repeating, and not leaving and not doing the right thing. And it's because there's a lesson here to leave the person that doesn't suit you. There's no good for you. Only around for certain reasons. Like it's for somebody to see, like, this person doesn't have my best intentions. And I don't even know if this person notices it yet. So I certainly wouldn't want this fucking person in my life. And if this person does notice that somebody else doesn't have the best intention, if this person's not talking to me, you still don't have a good enough reason to even fucking come my way. You get where I'm going with this? Because when I lift all these cards, you still have a very new start, a very humble new beginning. It's something good. Energy is shifting. What's this Fool? Because this is having the strength to walk away. It obviously has to do with them too, but at the end of the day, if you're my spirituals and somebody's still playing in the Matrix, fuck them. See new direction. So again, it could be somebody who's learning within the Matrix, but for my spirituals, that strength is there. You're dealing with Capricorn. You're not letting things restrict you. And it's Saturn, which is karma. And karma is right here with jealousy, drama, people talking shit, wanting to bring you down. You're not having it. Any type of lack of disrespect, you're fucking out. So it's a positive message from my spirituals. And yeah, this energy might attempt to come your way. So heads up there too. Yeah, someone's got a lot of regret. They could have thought something was greener on the other side, or they allowed a certain energy, a mother figure, whether it's their mother, a hierarchy, like they you know, could this be how they treated you and you're a mother? Yeah, maybe. But like, or maybe it's this woman that's going to have a lot of regret because karma's catching up. And she knows what she did was wrong and staying in a commitment for the wrong reasons, or using the children against somebody for the wrong reasons, or using the family. This bitch knew exactly what she was doing. I don't feel bad for this bitch. What's this high priestess? It's like moving on now with the world. Yeah, see, this is an energy. So this is an energy of somebody else probably even being stuck here with the Knight of Swords being here. An energy that has an opportunity to move forward, but is keeping some type of secret and is stuck in it. It is because they could have feelings for you, but nobody's saying nothing. So how the fuck is that relevant? That feels like it might even be somebody totally new in general. It could just be, this energy stuck, so you're going your own way, using your intuition and doing the right thing for you. Things that only, touch your soul, brings your soul some type of peace or harmony, and you're out, you're starting a new chapter. It can roll so many different ways. So again, if I lift these cards, at the end of the day, this is absolutely doing what's best for you. I don't think it's even a lesson on your end. This would kind of be a lesson learned. There is a green light to something, but don't get caught up in the matrix. Don't get caught up in somebody else's drama, because this could be an energy that wants to come your way, like I said, just to stir shit up, just to stir the pot. For what? Because they don't want to see you go in a different direction. And it could even be a family member. But what judgment here? Judgment's not here, but judgment seems to be the key word in this reading for the 6th through the 18th, because you're having new starts, you're reminiscing, you're doing what's best for you, things are coming back to you, you're standing up, it's like that wounded warrior, but you're like, fuck it, you're doing it, the confidence is there, the warrior in you is about to come out again, doing what's best for you, starting new, starting fresh. You might have to wait for a shift of energy, or that energy is already within. The energy is always within. It's how you utilize it. But I also feel like by you shutting down everything that doesn't serve you, like if it's a person, block it. Don't leave it open. Clear the text messages. Delete them off your phone, photos, stuff like that. Like delete, social media, delete. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason for that stagnant energy to even be on your phone anyway. I do that every once in a while. And it is refreshing, by leaving it, you're leaving doors open, So it's how you're pursuing your own future and the steps that you're taking to get to where like you need to be for your happiness, for your family, for your best interest. And then shit's just going to start to vibrate or relate in a whole different way, simply by you just doing what is best for you at the end of the day, what brings you peace, what brings you harmony, what brings you, what gives you sanity at the end of the day. Like, this is basically get out of the fucking rat race, because this isn't about competing. You don't have time to fucking compete. You're not playing in the fucking rat race. You know what I mean? Like, you're fucking out. And this could just be like an epiphany on your end, or this is somebody hits you up and it's like, oh man, I thought you were blocked. And it's just like, okay, one more thing to just wipe off the fucking list, So honestly, yeah, it's time to get out of the rat race. You're about to manifest with the Magician at the bottom of the deck. You're about to work on something. There's no time to play in the rat race. And even if this is about, like we talked about, industries and certain stuff, like however it is you present something, or maybe you just don't want to work in that industry anymore. Maybe you don't want to work in the city. Maybe you don't want to work for corporate. It's, it's like knocking out the competition. And it could just be you writing down do's and don'ts and, deciding what it is you want to go after and what you're working on for goals, that type of stuff. Because there is a nice shift of energy, but it also comes by eliminating the drama, the competition, When you're really your true, authentic self, you're not competing with anybody anyway. Nobody's a match for that vibration unless you find somebody who's sensational. And when you vibe at that vibration, the right people will come towards you. But you also have a lot of people attracted to that energy too, which is karmic, you know? So it seems like there's a lot of chaos. It's just because your vibration is higher. So that chaos gets drawn to you. Doesn't mean it's meant to be in your life. Oh, it came back. Maybe it's meant to be. No, it doesn't work that way. A lot of karmic shit's going to come back around. So continue to vibe high and don't settle because other people think it's a better decision for you. It's not about anybody else. Remember that commitment that was on that 10 of Cups? And friends was there too. So it's, you know, and to me, this can be somebody even talk shit about you, and then all of a sudden it's like, you got a lot of regret for talking shit about you, but we're thinking the grass was greener on the other side, a day late, dollar short. And if this is somebody that really wants to make amends, they really need to find a better approach. And the approach here would just pick up the phone and be fucking honest. Why is it taking you 10 months or 10 fucking days to figure out what you have to say, to play it out in your head? That's control. That's fear. That doesn't get you anywhere. Day late, dollar short. Some of you, it's complete disrespect. Oh, we're friends. I have your back. No, you don't. This energy thinks they can come and go as they please. Not in this energy. Capricorn's going to shut it down. Because emotional stability is important. Your financial stability is important. And you're going to get tested when it comes to emotional stability. Because it's in Venus. Capricorn is in Venus. Love, finances, home life, health. You know what I mean? So all those people who, you always say, I'm done. They're gonna try to trickle their way back in. Haters, exes. To try to throw you off your game. Because Capricorn can be a very solid energy, and that's why this is what this transit is for. Solid purchases, solid outcomes, solid future. Like, you know what I mean? It's just making the right decision. Again, like, stay out of the fucking rat race here. It's not a competition. It's not a race. You're not playing in the matrix. You've already stepped into a new energy. Take your time. Do what's best for you. If it doesn't feel right, let it go. I think it's a test for a lot of other people. I don't think it's a test for you. And if it is, it's testing your own strength. But dig deep into your soul. You know what I mean? Move forward with your soul. Connect with your soul. Listen to your soul. I can't stress enough, at the end of the day, you follow your soul and you're authentic. You just can't go wrong in life. You just can't. Too many people are worried about other people passing judgment. But I'm a good person. I have a good soul. Yeah. But you don't benefit me if you can't push through other people's fucking issues. If you're not making moves that are best for you, because you want to consider yourself thoughtful and you have a good soul and you don't want to hurt other people, you're only hurting yourself and damaging the spiritualist and damaging your own fucking soul. No one's got time for that shit. There's nothing beneficial about somebody holding back because of somebody else's opinion. Step out of the fucking rat race. Step out of the fucking game. Step out of the fucking matrix. Value your life. Value your morals. Value what your soul is telling you want to go after. That is fucking important. Stop acting like it's not. Of course it's going to affect other people. Push through this lesson if this is you, because if you don't, you're just going to stay and settle and deal with conditioning, and like it's you know, it is what it is. You make your own decisions. So choose wisely. Because I think, once again, Spirit is testing energies. And I don't think they're testing my spirituals. My spirituals' energy is going to shift. And you're going to make very practical, safe, reliable decisions, even if it hurts. Because anything that's not stable in this time period has no place in your life. And people are going to start seeing that, feeling it, recognizing it. Oh, people, oh, you take your life too serious. Stop and have fun. No, you always, you know how to stop and smell the roses. This is somebody else that doesn't want to take what you take seriously. So why should they be in your life? But they do care about what you think. All right, but your actions aren't matching up with your words. I don't got time for that shit either. Get where I'm going with that, guys? It's time for you to start really looking into the depth of it. Like, are their actions catching up to their words? Are they, you know what I mean? Are they following through? Are they even communicating? It's shit like that. Because your energy is shifting, and you are about to take a big shift, a big direction at it when you get out of this transit around the 18th. Like, you will feel it. Like, even my reads today, I feel is coming in different, but it feels more solid. It doesn't feel like, oh, what the fuck is with this energy? Can't stand this energy, right? So I am going to assume that this energy is going to catch up to you as well, and it's beautiful energy. So it's just because you're dead in the middle. It started, what, the 23rd, Venus in Capricorn on the 23rd. So yeah, you're dead in the middle. Like, anything that is not reliable, that makes you feel unstable. You think, there's people coming at you just to poke at you. They want drama. Other people thrive off of drama, It's people will tell you, oh, you're too sensitive. Fuck you. This has nothing to do with sensitivity. This has to do with following your soul, reigniting your passion, hanging out with people who will have your back, that will stand up for you, tell you how they feel, loyal people, loving people, the right type of family, the right type of friends. People are going to really lose out with something here if they don't step up. Because my spiritualists are already stepping up. You already try not to entertain the matrix anyway. This is a whole nother level up. And if there is any type of like Google magic or voodoo, anything like that, it is being squashed. You have a green light to pursue what you feel brings you happiness. It's a really nice shift of energy coming in. You're being loyal to yourself. This energy has already been dissolving. That doesn't belong. But you'll always have those energies roll back around, especially people doing voodoo or stupid shit, you know what I mean? Like, they realize, like, oh, it's not really phasing you, let's try again, or let me try a different approach and text. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have that ability. It's not gonna work anymore. You've already stabilized your emotions when it comes to something. You're already seeing very clearly. You know what you want, the do's and the don'ts. You know what you don't want. You know what you deserve. It's wearing your hat on your sleeve too. It's like the fourth house. If somebody wants to apologize and it's sincere and it's authentic and things like that, you'll probably forgive and see how things pan out, like certain stuff. But not all that energy is around like that. Too many people wanting to play games and see how something feels first, or what you say, or you know what I mean. Like that doesn't work like that. And besides, who wants somebody in their life that wants to see how you feel before they can express their own emotions? Like, no, there's no growth there. There's nothing about that I would want in my life. I want somebody who's strong enough and vulnerable enough and works with their fear and communicates what needs to be communicated. Not let me fish around and dance around the fucking mulberry bush here to see how somebody feels about me. There's nothing there that you're learning. There's nothing there that is beneficial. You got to go after what you want sometimes, and it doesn't always work out the way you intended. But it will also help you, benefit you in regards to like lessons as you move forward in life, and you start going after things that are more scarier because you've done it before, and it's a lesson. Like, like, all right, well, it didn't work out that time, doesn't mean it's not, and it might not work out the other time too, but like, it's such a beneficial lesson. And I don't even want to say it's necessarily like a lesson. It's just it's life, so it's those little obstacles that you have to choose to disengage or engage. It's about your growth, your vibration, your needs. I love you guys. I will see you either later or tomorrow. Okay? I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a great day. Bye, guys.